So I went on from there, and I met a really good friend in Flagstaff, and he ended up taking me over to Sedona. And so, and we're still tight today, we're like pen pals. He's a cool guy. So he's like my brother. And he's come to visit me, and he's kind of like you. He's converted a Sprint van. He bought the Sprint. Is that what it's called? The Sprint?
The taller ones? Uh-huh. Yeah, the Sprint. Those are nice.
So it was like his dream to have one of those, and so he converted it, and he cut out the roof, and he raised like some kind of ventilation so he could cook in there and stuff. I don't know what he did. I haven't seen it yet, but it was like his dream, and he wrote to me about how he finally had this van and he converted it, and he sold all his shit. He's a plasterer, and he can weld and all that too. So he was done with it. He had his own business for a while, made his money, and he was converted his van, and he went to go to Flagstaff where his father left him property, and now he's farming, like, what do you say, half an acre? So I think it's a good amount now for one person to be managing.
Yeah.
So he's doing that farming for himself, and he's like a real generous guy, so he's got a lot of friends that are coming, and they want all this good food that he's got. Of course he's going to share it, you know. And last I heard he's in San Diego or LA or something, and he's already started his Ramadan. So he's got all this good food, and I keep, every time I can, I try to tease him, you know, write to him about like a new recipe or something, hoping that when he gets it, like it's during the daytime and he's going to be drooling about this food all day, just to like mess with him, because we're like that. So I met him in Flagstaff, and it was just a really good bond right from the beginning. So we've been tight since then.
You have any other stories?
Well, when I was in Mexico, there was that goat that woke me up in the middle of the night. That's kind of funny. Yeah, so I was in Mexico, and you mentioned, you know, you don't go into places sometimes because they have the doors.
Yeah.
And my house, of course, in Mexico, we don't want any doors on it. So there's no doors. We have doors in the bedroom, but we don't have any front door. And it's like a huge arch, like the whole width of the house. It's just open. And then the windows, the arch windows, don't have any window panes or any kind of steel or nothing. It's just open. So my uncle's goat lived right outside. And you know, I'm an animal lover, so I would feed it and everything. And here, middle of the night, I guess he got hungry. And he knows I'm a lady with food, right? So he comes to wake me up and demands food. So it's kind of funny because you're in Mexico and you don't, I don't know, I'm used to growing up, yeah, I was in the country like in Wisconsin, but you don't have animals coming to your door demanding shit, you know?
Yeah.
That's all.
All right. Well, do you have any dreams or ambitions, I guess? At this point, it sounded like your dream was to be a bricklayer, so it kind of sounds like you're doing that. Do you have anywhere you would like to see your life go or your life lead to?
Yeah, you know, when I first got into the bricklaying, it was like a big focus. You know, I needed to do this, I needed to like, and still, like I feel like I need to set a good example for the women that are going to follow in my footsteps. Because there's not a lot of us out there, especially bricklayers. There's a lot of female carpenters and electricians. And those are my sisters, I love them. But I have finally another female in the company with me. And I'm so grateful to have her on the job with me. It's just such relief. And I know there's going to be more that follow. So for me, I want to pave the way so that the new generations coming up will be accustomed to females in construction doing excellent work, right? Having quality about that. And then I would also, like, after I'm done with that phase, you know, that's like my focus for a minute, I would like to contribute in other communities, you know, give shelter to other people who aren't just like the big commercial contractors, you know. I'm building hospitals and schools, and I'm proud of that, because the schools I build, if I'm doing it, my part is going to be structurally secure, right? You know, kids getting hurt in that building. Mm-hmm. I take pride in what I do. Same thing in hospitals. No water's getting in if I'm on it. My section, it's all good. If I have anything to say about it, it's getting built right. But I want to share that too with other people who may not be able to afford it, you know. So ideally, I would like to go to other parts of the country or world where they may not be able to afford that kind of thing. I just don't know how well I'll be received as a female doing traditionally male work, because in other cultures it might be more extreme than here. You know?
I guess it depends on where you go and everything.
Yeah, and then also it's like you have to fine tune it, with like the mood, the demeanor that you carry on to it. It's really hard sometimes. Like I don't have a hard being humble, but I have a hard time like being less than what I am. Just so some dude's ego will be okay.
I know a girl that was real concerned with it. She's like, I want credit. People don't give me credit. They don't think I can do it. She was real big on that. I teased her for a long time. I'm like, oh, sorry, I wasn't giving you credit. But it's a real thing. I understand it. Everyone's like this because you have. It's not necessarily so much of an ego, but it's just a little bit like.
It's respect.
Right, respect.
It's respect. Because it's not so much that I get the credit for it. It's more that I don't want to have to put myself so low and make you look all big. Because for a long time it was like on the job. I knew what had to be done. And if I just go at them and be like, hey, do this, then they look at me like, who the fuck are you? And it was not because I was in finance. It wasn't because of the idea I had. It was because I'm a female. So I had to change my tone and I had to be like, hey, well listen, oh wow, that's really cool. Oh my God. Stroke their ego. And then be like, well, hey, do you think, I don't know, because you're like the pro, but do you think maybe this would work this way? I don't know. No, I don't think it would. And then it would be more like their idea, yeah, that would work. Yeah, let's try that, And so having to do that all the time, it really just, and I know what I'm doing. I know I'm worthy. I know I have it there, but to always have to kind of like stroke that ego and fine tune the way I talk to them so they don't come at me with that negative energy. I'm tired of it sometimes. I don't have the energy. So sometimes it's alright. If I were to go to another country and have to do that, then it's all good. I can talk that. But I would so much rather just have it be like, I'm a craftsperson.
Maybe if you had like a little team together or something too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I've gone on a lot longer than 10 minutes.
It's easy to do too.
But yeah, it was a good conversation. So thank you for letting me interview you. Can I post this on my website?
Yeah, you can post it on your website.
Okay. Would you like to give me shout outs?
Shout out, what's up? Southside. No, just to my people, anybody who knows me, I love you. I love my friends. You guys are all a blessing. So.
That was a great way to cover that. Anyone who knows you. Anyone who knows you.
My friend, you're a blessing.
Right. Goodbye.
See you.